Okay, we're looking once again at the new Apple operating system for Mac computers, OX10.7 Lion. This is the Gold Master build, which is supposedly the last of the builds for developers prior to the general release. Many times, often, it is the general release. There are some problems that I've developed really with one area, and that's with the Safari browser. It crashes in a couple of situations, and it does it every single time, so it's clearly a bug in the system. I have sent a crash report to Apple regarding that particular issue. But other than that, I mean, there's some great features in it. The more time you spend with it, like most things, the more you learn about it. Let's first look at one of the revised features in it that wasn't called this before. It's called Mission Control, which is reworking of expose and what was called spaces in the old system. And you can see here my desktop. You can see the old dashboard, which was one of the applications that a lot of people didn't use in the old system, but you can put little apps here. You see I have a Google News app there, I have a calendar, a weather, a clock, a converter, and notes for my Devon Think, which is my little notepad. Hit the escape and I'm back out of that, and I came into my reader program, and you're looking at ScreenFlow, and we'll get out of that and go back to this, and you can see the various windows of programs that I'm running on my computer. You can pick one. My OmniFocus is my task manager, and you can see various things that I have to do, and I escape out of that and go back into it, and I can move very easily with programs. There's also, shortcuts that you can use when you're not in. If I were to escape out of this, I can do the same thing with hitting the Command and Tab key, which allows me to switch very easily between programs, and I can, just do whatever I want to do, and it's very easy to switch. That's one of the great things about being in a Mac ecosystem. There are very easy ways to do it. So you can see that it's a very good system. Okay, I'm going to go back to, and you see they're all there. All these windows are there. If I want a blank desktop, I can go right to it. So it's pretty nice. This picture was taken in Korea, and it's Bosama. It's a beautiful temple. I was there with a buddy of mine, Jerry Kim Gomez, who hopefully will see this video on Facebook. Let me show you another, once again, I'm going to show you, let's see, Launchpad. Where did I put that? There it is. I put Launchpad in the corner. You see I stroked down to the corner of my computer with the mouse, and it brought up Launchpad. And you can set that as you want. And by default, every program is put on here on your computer that you might have. You can do folders. If you see back before, I've gone so fast. It does move a little bit too fast for me. I tried to slow it down, and I don't like that about it. It's fast. Its utility, like you can put folders in it just like you can on iOS devices, but obviously you can put a lot more. I haven't found a limit yet to what I can do in terms of folders. But quite frankly, I just don't see myself using this because there's so many easier ways. If I want to launch a program on an Apple computer, whether it be under Snow Leopard or a Lion, I can use keyboard shortcuts. As an example, if I hit Command Spacebar, I launch a program called LaunchBar. And whatever program I want to launch, say it's Pages, I just type in Pages and hit enter, and Pages will launch in a couple of seconds. For a Mac, the keyboard is really, if you're comfortable typing, and I'm a terrible typist, but if you're a good typist, there's nothing better. And there, of course, is Pages template screen. If I want to go to a website, Command www.armwood.com. Now, these are all features that have been in the Mac operating system. I'm using Google Chrome as my default browser, particularly given the various problems that I've had with Safari. In fact, let me show you some of those problems. And I'm going to go back to Safari. Safari is right here. Let me open a new tab. And let's look for an article. It can be any article. I'll go to the Huffington Post website, right? HP, Huffington Post, not Hewlett Packard, but Huffington Post. And this is their built-in web app, and you can look at programs on this like this. Now, what I wasn't thinking about was I went into the app. I should have just gone to the web page and done the same thing, because I want to show you the Reader app, what happens. And this is just really annoying. Reader is a wonderful thing. You click on it, it's automatically in Safari. It's been in here since 5.0, and you can see it, the text, in a very, very editable way. Now, what I like to do is print them, so you have zoom in, zoom out. You can make it larger. It's really a great thing. Here's the bug, though. It says print this page. When I hit it, watch what happens. Goodbye, Safari. It's going to crash. It's waiting to crash. There it is. Back to Google, it crashed. So, there we go. Reopen. That's one of the bugs. The other one that I've noticed is if you are using any third-party applications. I use one, iTubeX, which is a flash video, MP4 video icon. It will also have the same problem. Now I've launched Safari again. That's kind of annoying, but you can bookmark very easily. You click on this X, and if you want to bookmark something, it's right there. There's some great new features in Safari. You can go full screen right here. Now it's full screen very, very easily, and you come up to the top and you're out of full screen. That's nice, especially if you want a clean look. It makes it a lot more like working with iOS. Another one of the things which I can't show you by video is that if you reboot the machine, you have an option by holding down the Option key of going to a partition, which is basically your recovery disk. Under the line in prior operating systems, you had to have a DVD-ROM, or prior to that a CD-ROM, to boot the computer onto to do reinstalls of the operating system. Now it's all built into a separate partition on your system. That's a great thing. I'm trying to think of some other things that I can show you. Keyboard shortcuts still work. Here's the reverse scrolling. I'm scrolling my fingers up, and it goes down, just like on an iOS device. Now, some of the things still work. If I scroll, hold the control button, scroll in, it zooms in. Scroll out with the control button, 2 fingers scrolling out, still works. 2 finger scrolling. I want to use what on Windows computers people says right click, just double tap, and that's right click. You can also do control click, but I mean that's the old-fashioned slow way. And I just accidentally launched another program, which I didn't want to do, which obviously is using the same shortcut key, which is not a good thing. I have to go back and change that. But I don't use the control, so I just double click, and that's a good thing. One of the things I'm trying to think of as anything else, the top of my head that jumps off. I think that's basically it. I mean, I loved expose in the old version, and I love it even more in the new version, which is called Mission Control. As I said, Launchpad, which you can get up here, doesn't really impress me. I'll be honest with you. I use a program called Overflow, which I used in Snow Leopard OX 10.6. As you can see, I can very easily get to all of my applications. As you can see, I have a lot. Very easy to get to them. But at the same time, I can just as easily use the keyboard shortcuts and get to it that way. And just type in whatever program I want, text, edit, whatever. I can page down if it doesn't go directly to it. And this program is great because it's a learning program. So it learns what you want and will eventually follow your way. So I hope I've given you some more information about the new Apple OX10 Lion. And if things progress and I learn more that's of interest, I will post it. Alright, I'm going to let you go.